All right, I am here with Thea, Zach, and Mally. Allie?
Allie. Yep.
Allie. All right. All right. We're here to talk about Boomfest. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and let us know how you're involved in Boomfest to start off with.
Sure. So I'm Thea Voris. I am the curator for Amplified Art Sessions. It's something that Allie and I started way back in 2017. We've been promoting local artists kind of through a singer-songwriter in the round with a full band, all original music. It's something that's really important to us, something I'm very passionate about myself. And we just have continued with adapting as needed. And we did a video kind of series during COVID. And so this kind of evolved to let's just have an entire festival.
Okay. So this came basically the concept for this started in a conversation between you and Allie, Thea, and then just eventually worked itself into fruition and became a
Yes,
reality.
we were taping some of our Artist of the Week video series,
Okay.
and Allie just turned to me and she's like, "When this is over, let's just celebrate with a day of music." So I
Okay.
kind of, okay, challenge accepted, and we kind of
Right.
went.
So this is the first Boomfest then, and it's happening on Saturday, July 10th, this coming Saturday, um, all day. It's happening at the new Village Park Performance Stage in downtown Menominee Falls.
Yes.
And
Yep.
you've
Starts
got,
at 3 o'clock.
okay, it starts at 3 o'clock. All right. And you've got a number of artists lined up. Zach Bertini featuring McKenna Bray, Betsy Aid, and the well-known Strangers, Ben Malwana, the Chris Heisey Band, and Listening Party are all going to be performing as part of Boomfest.
Yes.
So what? How did you decide to locate this in Menominee Falls?
Well, that's kind of a long story in itself too. You know,
Okay.
with everything going on with COVID, and the city of Milwaukee being really strict about and kind of being behind everybody else with some of their lifting some of their restrictions, we decided to go a little bit outside of the city just to make sure that we were able to have a big open space where we could do it safely and not have all the restrictions that city of Milwaukee did at that time. So
Okay. And then tell us a little bit more about the lineup.
sure. So we have 5 original bands. Between each band, we will also have a solo artist that will play a few songs in between. So these are all groups that have been involved with Amplified Artist Sessions from the beginning. They've all been a part of the video series or part of the showcase that we've done over time. So a lot of them we've only seen as solo artists, so it's really exciting to see the lineup, and we've got the full bands playing.
Yeah, and then the other thing I should also mention is that all the proceeds from this, from Boomfest, are going to benefit the Ronald McDonald House charities for Eastern Wisconsin as well. So it's not just going out to support music; you're also going to be supporting the Ronald McDonald House, which is a very worthy charity.
Correct. We found quite a few sponsors to help promote and support the bands. So now anything above and beyond, you know, Allie and I don't do this for money. We do it because we love it. So anything above and beyond, any donations that day will all go back to Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah. So with all the bands, were all the bands involved? It sounds like they were involved with the Amplify Artist Sessions previously.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were all
Yeah.
there.
How did your Amplified Artist Sessions start out? Could you give us a little history on that?
Sure, I can do that. So prior to Amplified Artist Sessions, there was another original music series that was happening out at Saloon on Calhoun. And that was kind of coming to a close. And at that time, Thea and I had been a part of that organization before and thought, we can't really let this die, right? Like, this was the only place where original music had a stage that they, could bring a crowd and have a full production and really be a part of the original music scene to that extent. So we kind of proposed what we wanted to do with Amplified Artist Sessions, and here we are. So we're super excited that it's grown, and that these artists we're featuring have been a part of that in the past. Because Zach has done it a couple times, and super talented. If you haven't seen him, check him out, as well as everybody. But yeah, that's how it started.
Okay. So Zach, you're going to be performing this Saturday. Again, this is at Boomfest. It starts at 3 p.m. in the new at Village Park Performance Stage in downtown Menominee Falls. I assume this is going to be your first performance after the since the pandemic started.
It's definitely the first festival. We've had a couple one-offs here and there, but otherwise, yeah, like the first probably real official thing that we're doing. So it feels good to finally be back on a stage doing that, because it's been a lot of not doing that. So
right. And then you're going to be performing with McKenna Bray.
That was originally the plan. We're still kind of figuring some of that stuff out. She's a Memphian, so we're figuring out what that looks like. But regardless, there'll be a full band. My band here in Milwaukee. So yeah, we'll have like a 5-6 piece for the night. So we're pretty pumped.
Okay. Was there so you've got a kind of a pretty diverse lineup of different artists. Was that part of what your thought process went through as you were putting together the lineup and getting bands, is trying to touch on as many genres as you could, or different styles of music?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you're putting on an event like this, you want everyone to be cohesive, but also very different from one another. So that's kind of how we landed here. So we have those main headliners, and we're kind of filling the gaps with some of those individual artists: Bruce Humphreys, Kayla Hawkins, Sam Grady, and Anya Elise. So big shout out to them too. So.
Okay. And the city of Menominee Falls, how was it to work with them as they were, I guess, we're getting on the other side of this pandemic, and you're kind of, I guess, from what I'm seeing, one of the first festivals to actually have, a date set.
Sure. Working with them was really easy. It's actually Menominee Falls downtown organization, which is kind of working with the city, but their own separate entity. And they had turned this downtown area into this great place to bring people together. It kind of has different stages, but the whole grass area itself can hold 3,000 people. They built this entire new pavilion, brand new, bathrooms. They have place for vendors. Eventually they're going to have a big splash pad for the kids. So it is this great, gorgeous place that they had built and ready to go by I think December of 2019. And then COVID happened. So they're just now getting things moving and grooving, but there's a lot of festivals that they have and kind of day events that are planned there. So they're just as excited as us to have a big festival out there. They have some concert series, but I think we're the first official festival to be out there on that stage.
We're gonna break it in for them.
We are.
Right.
Doing it right.
Itching to show it off, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Boomfest is this coming Saturday, July 10th, starts at 3 p.m. In the Village Park Performance Stage at downtown Menominee Falls. All benefits, again, are going to support the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Wisconsin. We've got Zach Bertini, Betsy Aid and the Well-Known Strangers, Ben Mulwana, the Chris Heisey Band, and Listening Party are all going to be part of this. It also says you guys are going to have food and beverages for people while they're there. So I know it's early, but so far, do you think this is something you're going to try to recreate next year?
Oh yeah, first annual.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
It'll be twice as big next time, I promise.
All right. And
we're
then
gonna need this on 2 shows, Craig.
So do you have do you have a website or somewhere that people can keep up to date with what's going on as the Boomfest approaches?
Sure. So most of our communication started through our Facebook page, so Amplified Artist Sessions on Facebook. But we also have our YouTube channel and we're on Instagram. So we'll be sharing all the information through all the social media channels.
You'll
Okay.
definitely find the artists that'll be performing at Boomfest out on YouTube. So we encourage everyone to go check them out and get some traffic out to their pages and Spotify's and all those, important places. Music. The local music lives.
All right. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time, everybody. Boomfest, Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m., July 10th in Menominee Falls at the Village Park Performance Stage in downtown Menominee Falls. You can check out Zach Bertini, Betsy Aid and the Well-Known Strangers, Ben Mulwana, Chris Heisey Band, and the Listening Party. We're going to hear some tracks from some of those bands here now. Thank you again, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.